Hey team, Elgin Walker here, EXP Realty, part of the Elgin and Pawar Walker team. Guess which one I am? Right? Hey, listen, this is for my buyers out here. A lot of things have been changing. I know you're hearing about some of the new rules and certain things, and I know that there's some confusion along with some misinformation. So let me give you a couple of really basic things that need to be addressed. So if you're looking to buy a home now, it is policy. I don't want to say law yet, but it's policy. Policy meaning everybody got to do this, is that you will need to sign a buyer's broker agreement, what we call a BBA, with an agent prior to viewing homes. Now, there is a form. If you're looking at just one particular home, it can be a single home buyer's broker agreement form. We have some of that at EXP. We're a little bit out in front on some of these things, out in front in my opinion. But that is something that you can do. Now, the biggest part of that is that there has to be compensation so that it's transparent of what you as a buyer will be paying for your representation as a real estate agent. Now, please understand this. That does not mean, like in the old days, that a seller can still not help out and or pay for the buyer's realtor, but it needs to be done as seller concessions. So as agents, we are no longer allowed or being told, in our company we're not allowed to quote unquote share commissions. There has to be a uh, distinct form that shows that the listing agent is being paid X amount by the seller and the seller only, and that on the buyer broker agreement it shows that. But that's all part of the negotiation. So what I would say to our buyers that we're representing as part of our strategy, of course, depending upon the buyer, each circumstance is different, but that we will ask for buyer concessions, and you will know ahead of time if before actually entering into negotiation and or accepting negotiations that our fees will be covered or not, so you'll know what you're facing so you can make an educated decision on wanting to move forward. I understand that some buyers are going to and are already saying we'll go directly to the listing agent, which you can do, of course, but please understand if the listing agent is properly doing their job, they're supposed to get a buyer's broker agreement signed as well. And again, it can be just for that particular property. And at that point, you can start deciding on what agent you're going to want to commit to. But that's the way it is right now. Those are the new rules. So a couple of things, buyers. One, make sure you go out and get yourself pre-approved. And if you've already got an agent that you're working with, may I have that agent work with you and help you with the pre-approvals. If I were you in those cases, I would sign the buyer's broker agreement for exclusivity with that particular agent, so you know that agent will be authentic, loyal, and do their best to help you find what you're looking for and to help you negotiate the best deal. If you have not committed to an agent yet, you do have the opportunity to maybe view one home with the agent or a particular home as long as you sign a single property agreement. And last but not least, and I'm going to be 100,000% transparent, but to tell you that this is something that I don't suggest that the buyer do, you can come in as an unrepresented buyer. I know some of my agent friends are going, why are you telling them? Because we're being transparent, right? You can come in as an unrepresented buyer, but please understand what that means. That means you come to a home, there's a home that you like to see, you want to make an offer, and you say you're going to represent yourself. I'm the listing agent. Technically, I cannot help you, which means I'm not writing forms for you. I'm not doing things for you to conjunction. I'm going to give you the forms and tell you to get back to me with them filled out. I'm not going to be giving you advice. I'm not going to be negotiating on your behalf. I'm going to be negotiating only for the seller because you're coming in unrepresented. So just remember those things. Now, there are things that we can possibly do and discuss and talk about that where you still have some sort of representation and all of that. There's some options there, but that's what that means, and that's the service that you're getting. Unrepresented doesn't mean kind of represented. It means unrepresented. All right. So that's the new way. That's what's going on. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think that it's bad. It's just different. I'm going to be doing a sellers video to this as well. So sellers, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about what's changed as far as what is required. And I'm also going to talk to you about practicality because there are changes, but there's practicality to all of this. Alrighty? Have a great day. God bless. Continue pushing forward. And I think this is going to be all right. Take care.